Good morning and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, we're going to start covering the back of our folio, the backgrounds, the flaps, those sorts of things. I was digging. I should show you a picture. I should show you the back table. I've been trying to gather for our my winter projects, just as I'm going through things and pulling bits for this project, pulling bits for the Christmas swap project, pulling bits for projects that I need to work on this winter, or want to, I guess, need versus want, right? Anyway, so it was actually really fun, and I am going to strongly encourage you to pick your project theme and then dig through all your papers, because inevitably there's going to be something that's going to match. So I have found some bits that are close in color that we might be able to use. They're not exact, and that's okay. They're close enough, I think. And in different lighting, you know, they are going to look different as well. So I thought that looks okay with this one. This is just, it's kind of the wrong color, but it might work. I found some bigger sheets of polka dotted vellum. Cannot get the clearance sticker off. I wish they would put the clearance stickers in the corner so as to not leave sticky all over our paper, but whatever. So I found that. I found this piece that looks like wallpaper, the chevron. I found this really pretty, I don't know what this, it's a Paper Studio, Dainty Vines, glitter silver, but I thought that might be really pretty. If I don't use it for this, then I have a purple project that the silver is crossing over into a purple project. So what I don't use on this, I'll put with that project. Anyway, so that's kind of where I am right now. So I thought I had a set plan, what I was going to do on the cover, and then I'm like, is that really what I want to do? Is that not what I want to do? So I'll show you that, and then I'm going to put you on fast forward just so you can kind of see the process of how I make the marks and cut the lines and cut the paper, but it's going to be entirely too long of a video if I try to do that on film with you at regular speed. I'm telling you, figuring out how to speed this up is a game changer. I cut this bunny out for the front, and I'll show you what I thought I was going to do, and then show you now, excuse me, what I have decided to do. So there's this cute little bird here. Make sure you can see that. I raised up a little bit, so it's kind of hard for me to see what's in screen because I raised it up. So at first I thought I was going to do this bird on the front and then have this paper kind of peeking out, which works, and I like it. Then I thought, well, I can use this corner of the paper and put the bunny on corrugated cardboard or something, but this is not centering on this design, and it's making me crazy. So I'm still like, do I use the bird? Do I not use the bird? Okay. Then I thought, oh, you know what? This has a really nice texture to it. It's kind of, I don't know, it's like an embossed, what is this called? Family Traditions, designed by Over the Moon Press, diamond design. I think I got this, I think this was in the freebie papers that was at the retreat that I went to in the spring, and it's beautiful, but the color is actually really perfect for this. So then I thought, okay, this background is the same design as what's around the rabbit, and then on the back of this, I've got Santa down here, so if I just take a strip off the top, then I can still use Santa somewhere. And I've got to move stuff on my table. I'm telling you, I was in here, far too much time in my life spent in here yesterday. Anyway, so that's kind of what I'm thinking for the front cover. And then, so that will be, and then I was thinking, where is it? Do I not have a piece here? Yes, I do. I was thinking bunny can go on a piece of corrugated cardboard and with some lace or whatever kind of peeking out, and that would be kind of pretty, I think. So yeah, so I'm just gonna keep working on this. my front design, I just haven't completely decided yet. And I don't have my pockets and stuff designed either. I'm telling you, life is just insane right now. So I'll set these aside. I do think that's what I'm going to do on the cover. I like how that's flowing. It's pretty. And then, you know, I have to be mindful of the focal point pieces first, because the focal point pieces, you know, I want to make sure that I use those in the best way, but I'm also going to have like flips and interactive pieces on this as well. So I still don't think I discovered enough additional papers to not worry. I still think I'm going to have to use some like sheet music and what have you, which is fine, or even some of the images out of the Christmas books, which is fine as well, because we can embellish them, especially with the flaps and stuff. So I also have to figure out my flaps and what have you, because like if I have a flap attached, then that flap has to go under what I cover this with. So, and I have to make some pockets too and figure out how I want to do that. So I'm really not ready to start covering this, am I? I do not have time for all this right now. Okay. So let me do a little bit more figuring, and I'll come back when I have it figured out. see, like with this pink piece, that it's not perfect. I mean, there is no, unless you are just absolutely perfect at drawing your lines and figuring the gap and all of that, which I am not. So there are going to be imperfections, and even in the, goodness, even in this first one that I made, I mean, there are imperfections because there is no way to actually cut these, you know, exact on the curves and stuff. So it's just the nature of it. If you think you have to have that kind of perfection on all your edges and everything, then this probably is not a project for you. It's really hard for me to accept those imperfections, but I love the Folio project so much that to me, I think it's worth it. But I like how it comes out. I like the lines. And I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of a gap here, but by the time we put another image in there, we embellish the front, it's going to draw the eye away. I mean, so, you know, where did I do with that? So just pretend, you know, that we've got this as our topper, which I'm still on the fence. I mean, that's going to be a big topper, but I like the brown with it, and I think it pulls the brown from the bunny. I don't know. But you're looking at this, you're not going, oh my gosh, she cut that crooked. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware. That's all. That's the entire point of what I'm saying, is just to be aware. And you'll see, I mean, I'll have to go around some of my edges again, and I'm having glue issues. This 3-in-1, I'm going to have to thin it again and just hope that it doesn't compromise the integrity of the glue itself. I'm trying to get through that bottle. Oops. And then when I do refill, I'm going to use the smaller bottle that I have. I just think it'd be easier to work with that way. I don't know. I have yet to have anybody tell me if there's a trick or a tip to having it stop getting all gunky and gooey in the top. I mean, my friend did tell me to try Vaseline, but I'm not going to buy Vaseline just for that, so I don't have an alternative yet. But I think this is coming along very nicely. I had written 28 minutes. It took me that long just to figure, to figure the flaps and the tucks and all of that. So, I mean, it's a process. And what am I doing? Ignore that. This is the spine. This is the part that keeps getting me, because that 2.5-inch spine and how it's falling with this factory score. I keep pinning it on the wrong score, but once I get some paper on this, I'll stop doing that. Anyway, so I think that was all I was saying. I'm not sure. Oh, this flap took me like 28 minutes by the time I cut my pockets and figured out what I was using and all of that. It was 28 minutes in, so that's why I made that little note on the sticky note there. Because I don't know what it's going to fast forward to. I do know my phone shut off on that segment and said I couldn't have a segment that long, so it stopped recording when I was doing the pink paper. It'll probably be seamless for you, but anyway. So that's kind of it. I'm just going to keep going. I did use a book image here for this flap. I think it's going to be fine. I'm thinking I might do like a vellum belly band, or even across here, or even a vellum pocket, so we can still see that image without using up so much of our Stamperia paper. So, and then I keep the bits. I mean, the bits are going over here in my bin because that'll make little journaling cards, or you know, a little tuck maybe on a flap. We'll see. So we have options. I mean, actually, that is just almost not big enough. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to film the rest of it. I think you have the gist. You saw I used my punch board for the same shape on this flap that I used. So I'll continue to do that. And then, you know, your height, basically what I'm doing is taking the width and I'm subtracting 1/4 of an inch. So that way I'm able to have that 1/8 of an inch gap around, and pretty close. I mean, again, this, but you're not going to see it. So I'll just keep working, and I have things to do today other than this, but I do want to get this video uploaded. So you're not going to see the folio completely covered in this video, but if you are working along, I really wanted you to have kind of an idea of what it entails and how, where does this one go? This one goes here. Oh my gosh. anyway, what it entails and kind of how I do it, the process. And that way, if you do have any questions, you know, please make sure you ask. If you have feedback, let me know. Since I'm actually not getting to the point where I'm finishing this on this video, I'd be curious to know what you think of the front and what I ended up going with. But I love this paper. I need to keep the strip off of that and see if I can find more online. Not that I need more paper, but it's really pretty. Anyway, so, oh, and look, I love this one. Where did it go? My little squirrels love the giver, not the gift. And I want to put those on a pocket with, I don't know where the sentiment is. Right here. So I have these cut aparts too that we'll be using to embellish things, but the circles are not my favorite, I'm not gonna lie, but I have a hard time cutting circles. But anyway, love the giver, not the gift, more than the gift. Love the giver more than the gift. And I just love the little squirrels, and Mark and I have a thing for squirrels, and I just think that is just the sweetest little picture. So I'm thinking that the little squirrels are probably going to be like what I put here. And then I'll do a strip, and love the giver, not the gift will be on that bottom pocket. If that's kind of what I'm thinking. So, do I have anything else to share with you before I end this video? Oh, I know that some people have favorited some of the journals in my Etsy shop, and I'm going to be closing my Etsy shop, or putting it in vacation mode, or deleting the listings. I'm not sure, because I'm not going to take all of the journals and everything with me that I have made and that are in my Etsy shop on the road with me on the off chance that somebody buys one. So not trying to be like, oh, go buy my journal. But if it is something that you've got favorited, please make sure you go look at that, because I'm thinking I may close it by October 1st. I don't know. I may leave it through October. I really have not made that determination yet. But any of the napkins or journals, or even in any of the bits that are listed, make sure if that's something that you've got saved in your cart, you go and take care of it, because I'm not going to leave that for the winter, which I know, I hate to say that, because I know how it sounds, and I don't mean it to sound like I'm pressuring or anything, but I definitely want you to have a heads up, instead of thinking, oh, well, maybe I'll get it for myself for Christmas or whatever, and then you're like, Jody closed her shop, hello. Anyway, so just a heads up, just letting you know. So anyway, okay. Well, I'm going to end this here. It's going to take me a minute to get these squirrels centered and find my height, but I do think I'm going to like this. I'll put a strip on here of something, and then I think that's going to be so cute. So cute. So I'm thinking, oh, I didn't want to get into that image, but that image is going to be forsaken, because I want the squirrels. I definitely want the squirrels. Okay. So by holding this, and I'm just kind of I try to hold it up to the light so I can see height wise, and then I'm like, okay, that's gonna work, because I want some of that blue showing, and I'd like to be able to put a little bit of trim at the top of that pocket. So I think if I just put a dot or a line here, I'll just cut that height. And then, where is my line? There it is. I did it faint, and look, I'm gonna lose that image, but squirrels are taking precedence over that image, that's for sure. Okay. But that'll give us a nice back piece to use for something. And because I don't have to worry about this now, I could use the pink on this side and the blue from that side, so that's gonna work out well. And then I'm just going to center this and mark it, I think. And then I'll have these little flower bits too to use. But I definitely need to know where the center of these squirrels are, because that is going to matter. If they're crooked on the thing, I'll be like, oh. But I don't think that they're right in the middle. Oh, 6 inches right there. Okay. All right. Hang on. So I centered them. I just did 6 inches in the middle, which is perfect. But look at these pretty little cards that we have now to use. Can you see those? And both sides are really pretty. So we'll use those as journaling cards somewhere. And then I want to do my corners here. And I don't know if you've noticed with the ink, like I'm struggling. Now, that really is centered, but the squirrels look off. But I did center it. Because the center falls like right between in those flowers. Anyway, I'm struggling with the ink. I was going to use like the speckled egg and Victorian velvet to accent my edges. But it's like not showing up very well. Well, on that it kind of is. But I was not wanting to do the brown on everything. Oh my gosh, it is almost 11 o'clock, you guys. I have been in here so long. Stuff to do. Got to get some stuff cleaned up, and we have to go to the hospital to visit Mark's stepmom. And so, yeah, just stuff to do. Oh my gosh, and she's got little pearls. Oh my gosh, so I'm going to get her glued down, and then I'm going to, darn it, I don't have the white liquid pearls. But that's okay, because I have glittery stickles, and so she's going to have a little, yes, a little glittery necklace. And then I'll let it dry, because I have things to do. I think that's going to be so cute. Oh my gosh, yes. And we'll put something here that matches too. Okay, so let's get that glued down. I love this paper pad. Now I'm kind of like, I wish I had gotten the 8x8, but then I'm like, no, I don't need it. That's why I'm saying go dig in your stuff and see what you have that complements or goes with it. I mean, I have all kinds of brown paper too I can use. The music paper, like I said. Oh, we'll do music paper on that bottom piece there. That would be pretty. Anyway, my glue. All right. I get so frustrated with it, and I know you guys don't like watching creators fight with their glue, but it just cannot be helped. And sometimes it'll be flowing when I start, and then by the time I'm done, it's decided it doesn't want to flow for me anymore, which is, of course, frustrating. All right. The art glitter glue is gonna hold. I mean, on the front panel, ooh, I am so glad that landed glue side up. Goodness. All right. This is good. I'm feeling happy, and it's encouraging me to be able to get some pieces on here, because I haven't been able to really get a game plan, and I had been worried about having enough paper, which I told you guys in a previous video. But oh my gosh, I love that. It is so cute. Oh, so cute. So I think, oh yeah, and that's blending in, which is really, really nice. All right, so there's that. Love the giver more than the gift. And I do have blue liquid pearls. So maybe I'll put some blue liquid pearls on that ribbon to give that some dimension. Because I know I don't have any blue ribbon that little. So then the question is, do I want to cut this for just a small piece? And I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I think I'm going to use a piece of music. Music. Ooh, and doily poked out behind that would be really pretty. Why do I not have music in here? Oh, there's a piece. Just kidding, found some. Ouch. All right. Ooh. Well, we don't want anything about evil on the top line, do we? How about no? Okay. I think that'll be cute on there. It's like their little love song. Yep. So, is that wide enough? It is. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Let's cut it there. Cut it there. Okay, so anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I don't even know if I said that at the beginning of this video, but I do hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, we're just still plugging away, trying to get ready for our trips and everything. I left a little too much on that. And I didn't even measure that. It matters. I think that'll be good. Maybe just a small smidge more off this side. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to get ready to go. Like I said, the table in the back is covered in different projects, and I've got to be doing some meal planning and figuring out food and packing and stuff like that. So just lots to do. Lots to do. So that's 2 3/4, so I'll just cut that at 2 1/2 height here. Okay. And I think I'm gonna do some speckled egg around this one, and I want to stamp a design on this one. So I will do that. I will get these stickles put on her necklace to dry, and something on that ribbon to make it a little more sparkly. Oh, you know, I could just emboss that entire bit. I could clear emboss it and it would pop more. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe I won't glue that down yet. I want to think about what I'm going to do with that. And I'm also thinking, I think I am going to go ahead and glue that down without doing anything to it. So I'll get that glued down, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.